story, another crazy story. Oblock. They said that Oblock used to be such a nice area, and then individuals in the '80s they moved in, and ever since then it was never the same. Take a look at this right here. I'll let you know what I think in a second. Unbelievable. Think about it. Look.
Mid-1980s, the owners of Parkway sold the complex to a new investor who decided to get rid of the co-op status. They replaced it with Section 8 renting, and here's where the problems began. Throughout the 80s and 90s, the new owners neglected the property and started accepting new rent.
So don't forget, a lot of these individuals right now, Oblock, they're on Section 8. They really are. And I'm not saying that's the issue, but that might be the issue. And so what's going on O Block right now, they say it's like a war zone. Is that the truth? I don't know. But it might be the truth. Because a whole lot of these individuals from O Block, they're living their lives just like real life soldiers.
Without background checks. And because of this, Chicago kingpins began moving into the complex to operate their business. Specifically, a BD kingpin named Tokyo G opened up in the complex and built a major operation.
Tokyo!
So major traffic was coming in and out of the Parkway Gardens on a daily basis, which caused
Tokyo G. I mean, a name like that. Tokyo. You know, Tokyo G, they said he was one of the main individuals who came around and ruined O Block. He really is. That's what they say.
Become jealous. Specifically, a territory across King Drive thought that he was taking up their business and they plotted on his head. This would be a reputed GD set called STL, long known for putting in work. Well, in September of 1998, Tokyo was tragically killed while rolling through their neighborhood.
Oh, goodness.
This is known to be...
Poor Tokyo. They said this part of the beginning when O Block started getting crazy. Everybody started going crazy in Chicago. In a sense, after Tokyo.
First official loss of Parkway as a collective. And from what we know, STL were the big bullies in the neighborhood, and they simply eliminated Tokyo because he was taking their customers.
So
in
disrespectful.
Most of Chicago, this would start a major beef, but Parkway just really wasn't like that yet. These other hoods had major gangs that had been rocking together for decades, and Parkway really had nothing. They didn't have structure, and there was no unity in order for them to fight off these other hoods. And as a result of all this, no one respected them in the streets, which will actually be important. Well, because of this lack of respect...
As you can see, these O Block individuals, they came a long way. All they wanted was respect. And then they realized in order to get respect, they have to play with guns. It's a terrible thing. It really is.
Many of the Parkway youth were tested and disrespected at school. This made it very important for them to stick together and to always have each other's backs against all odds.
Parkway!
Since the very start, it was loyalty and brotherhood over everything, as it was the only way they could survive. Then, out of nowhere, their challenges would...
Believe it or not, over time, these individuals started going at war with each other. But let's get back to the story. Let's talk about that another time.
Even more complicated. In 1998, Chicago began tearing down the majority of their public housing, and instead of rebuilding the projects, they decided to give all of the residents Section 8 vouchers where they could move into complexes like Parkway Gardens. And just like that, the Parkway Gardens filled up with project residents from all over the city. Obviously, with all the gang